spot where you would go and do a lot. Wanna shove it to the bottom, but a trouble gonna bubble to the top.
Hi, I'm Piper and I'm from KidsInnovateBands.com and I'm here with Watsky.
Hi.
Hello. Would you rather spend 6 months underwater in a submarine or 6 months in space in a spaceship?
Wow. I think for 6 months I'd rather be in a spaceship, but if it was for a day I'd rather go in the submarine. Being underwater for that long would really freak me out.
If you could spend a day with any Muppet, which Muppet would you choose and what would you do?
Oh man, maybe Animal and take drum lessons from him. That'd be pretty cool.
Have you ever looked into the audience and seen something that makes you laugh?
Yeah, definitely. A show that we played in Vienna, someone had a big like cardboard cutout of their friend's face. It was like 4 feet tall, and they were just like rocking with him in the back row because he couldn't come to the show, so they brought a cardboard cutout of his head instead.
If you got a Star Wars related tattoo, what would it be?
Tatooine.
What's the spookiest thing that has ever happened to you?
The spookiest thing that's ever happened to me? I don't know. Well, this isn't that spooky, but 3 years ago when I was playing Scotland, we had a DJ named DJ Destruct. We were outside a big old castle, and he ran up behind Pat, our guitarist, and then he grabbed his leg and ran away, and Pat believed that he'd seen a ghost or he'd felt a ghost. He didn't see our DJ run up behind him, so I don't know. That was pretty spooky for Pat, I think. We only told him 2 hours later that Derek had actually just squeezed his leg, but he was convinced that it was a haunting that was happening at the Scottish castle. It's almost Halloween right now, so it's just the spookiness is in the air.
If you had recorded an album for 11-year-olds, what would the title be?
Ooh, an album for 11-year-olds. Well, I do clean albums now because my mom is a elementary school librarian, so she has convinced me to do the edited albums. In terms of coming up with a title for it, I would probably keep the title the same. I think when you're talking to kids, you want to treat them like adults and treat them the same as you would treat your other fans. I think there's a lot of swearing in my stuff, but in terms of the adult subject matter and stuff like that, I'd probably leave it to parents to decide what their kids should listen to, and probably leave the title the exact same.
Harry Potter or the Hunger Games?
Harry Potter. I like Hunger Games too, but I grew up on Harry Potter.
What's your favorite Harry Potter book?
My favorite Harry Potter book? I don't know, maybe the first one. That was obviously the first one that I read in a sequence, but it was just so cool because I'd never read something like that before. I also like when it took the dark turn, and it's hard for me to separate this series apart.
What's your favorite cereal and how often do you have it?
I think my favorite cereal is probably Lucky Charms. I have it when we're staying in hotels and there's a continental breakfast the next morning, and I can convince myself that I just conveniently didn't see the regular Cheerios, but I like sugary cereal.
And finally, can you name all the Spice Girls?
Oh, I don't think so. Because if I knew how many there were, I don't know if there's 5 or 6, but...
There's 5.
5, okay. Sporty, Scary, Posh, Baby, and... Ginger?
Huh?
All right, boom. I'm a 90s kid.
Okay, thank
All right,
you.
yeah, no problem.